Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Donnie's Donuts here. Welcome to Game 2 of this series as the Boozers trying to take a 2-0 stranglehold on the Canadian Tires, heading back to the Canadian Tire Arena. As can they do it, or will the Canadian Tires even up this series, heading back home? As we'll see now what happens. Who wins Game 2? As welcome to the liquor store in Newfoundland for game number 2 of this series, as the Boozers here trying to make it a 2-0 series lead. As will they do it, or will the Canadian Tires even up this series? As now, here we go, game 2 is underway, and now Brady Ursler gains that puck. He's got the zone, who has been red hot for the Boozers here, as now stolen there by Phillips. Here come the Canadian Tires on the counter. They got the puck now, as now getting out of the forward, stop, rebound, big save there, as oh my, down low, as Canadian Tires, look out, big save again, oh my, as Blair Higgins has to be sharp early, and now gets through, stopped by Kavanaugh. Big chances at both ends here. Not even a minute into this one. Oh my goodness. Sorry, not even 2 minutes into this one. Wow. Has now faced off one there, and now Shanahan shoots. That one was blocked, and now in the corner now Harris finds Phillips. Here comes Adam Phillips. Now he's getting pressured, as now kicked down low in the corner, as now Phillips now finds Lee. Here comes Nicholas Lee, gets around him. Lee now got the puck, and now around the net. Hickey now behind there in Gretzky's office, finds it there. Phillips shot. That one was blocked, as Adam Phillips, as he has been good for the Canadian Tires here this playoff run so far. This, underdog story, as trying to keep this going here with a win tonight, as obviously the Boozers, it's only going to get tougher from here. As the Canadian Tires, how much gas do they got in the tank? Obviously, because they had to scratch and claw to get into the playoffs, and now Ryan behind the net to Phillips. Now they got it around. Lee now has got it back to the point. Harris finds Hickey. Down low, scores! Adam Phillips as wide open at the slot, and the Canadian Tires break the ice in game 2. What a feed from Jackson Hickey. As look at this, as Hickey finds him there in the slot, he turns back and Higgins couldn't see a thing. His own man was screening him there, as Phillips turns around and fires it in, and the Canadian Tires have a 1-0 lead. As obviously for the second straight game, though, the Canadian Tires strike first in this series. So we'll see now what happens, as Lee now has got it, and the Canadian Tires struck first blood, as drawn first blood in the corner, as he kicks that along, as Shanahan's got it up. Here comes Ryan. Keith Ryan now around. He's got it over. Ursler shot. Stopped by Kavanaugh there, and he covers up, as Ursler tried to answer there. So we got a face-off now in the Canadian Tire zone, as that one's won there by Ryan. Good face-off win, as now Nicholas Lee's got it, finds Phillips. Adam Phillips now trying to gain the zone, as now, oh my, Ryan steals! Stop there. Good poke check by Higgins there to poke that puck away, and now finds Ursler now in the through center. Here comes Ursler in the zone, gains the Canadian Tire zone. Good job by Nicholas Lee there, obviously with 1 year left on his deal, as we'll see now what happens during the off season. But as now, oh my, tripped up, penalty pending on Adam Phillips, and so the Boozers will go to the power play, as now Ursler now has got it now, finds Clark, as Higgins will go to the bench now, as now Clark now finds him there in the slot. They score! Nathan Shanahan, as the extra attacker was coming on, and the delayed call has tied this game at 1, and these fans are on their feet. Nathan Shanahan, first overall pick from a couple years back. Look at that, as blocker side on Jamie Kavanaugh. And so the Boozers have tied this one up. As look at that, what a shot. And so these fans are on their feet, and so the game tied. So 1-1 now as the Boozers here got a bit of momentum now. As now here comes Brandon Clark in the zone. As listen to this place. Oh my! Batted a bit here, loose in front. What a save on Brady Urschler! Almost made it 2-1. And now beyond right to the net again. Kavanaugh has to be sharp. As oh my, Urschler all over the puck there, looking to make it a 2-1 game. As you see the momentum shifts now, as in this one. So with 9:54 to go, as the Boozers almost got 2 quick ones, as now Ryan won that, as now Shanahan drive, another chance, scores! Keith Ryan on the backhand, and the Boozers take the lead! Oh my goodness, as they are just flying now. As they just scored the first one, and now they can't be stopped, it seemed like. Off as just an unfortunate break for the Canadian Tires there, and the backhand there as Keith Ryan with the goal, and now it is a 2-1 game for the Newfoundland Boozers. Oh my. And so the Canadian Tires losing here is now Clark now was stolen by Lee, and now here comes Adam Phillips. As man, how can the Canadian Tires respond if they can, as the fans are going nuts here. And now Phillips now finds Lee with a bit of open ice. Oh my, can't get it there. Harris back to the point now. Ryan turns back, finds it down low. Back to Ryan. Now backhand deflected. Oh my. And that was a tough save by Blair Higgins there. As right in front of the net was Hickey trying to deflect that in. As just couldn't quite get it. So look at that big hit there as down low. And so face off now in the Boozer zone, 7:50 to go in the first period. As now face off, that one's won there. As now Harris drive. Oh, tough save again. It's the Canadian Tires trying to push for this tying goal here. As I mean, obviously if you go down 2-0 in this series, I know it's only early in this game, but it's going to be really tough to come back. Even though it's going to be your next game is going to be at home. But I mean the Boozers here. It's going to be tough to win 3 straight, so you probably got to win tonight. As Ryan with a good shot, good save, and that battling in the corner now. Hickey now's got it as Shanahan shadowing him, and now they got it back to the point. Harris walks in. What a save by Higgins! As oh my, the Canadian Tires got them hemmed here. As Higgins he's kind of getting tired here. As from these last couple minutes. As we'll see another face-off now, as that one's won there, as Ryan's got it. But now they still can't get it out. Ryan's got it. And now Lee back to Colby. Ryan down to back to Harris. Scores! Zach Harris! What work from the Canadian Tires the last couple minutes. And they have tied this game at 2. Oh my, as they played that puck around, played it around, and then they puts it blocker side as Zach Harris with the goal. As look at that blocker side as pass Higgins. I mean, you can't really blame him because I mean he kept their team up by 1 there for a couple minutes before. I mean the Boozers just could not get that puck out. As the Canadian Tires with a good offense here. They know how big this game can be, obviously. Shot there, glove save by Blair Higgins. Again come the Canadian Tires. Oh my. As the Canadian Tires, obviously, if you can get this series tied, you can go back home. Obviously, it's an intimidating place to play. So, as now gets it back. One-timer, blockered away. Phillips has got his. Keith Ryan can't get the puck out. Phillips again now. As that one was stopped. Man, it has just been all Canadian Tires here these last probably 6 minutes. Man, oh man, the Boozers here are just, they are on their heels now. As pretty much ever since they scored that second goal, they just could not get more momentum, it seemed like. And now Urschler now finally looks like he might get this puck out, and he will. Here comes Keith Ryan with O'Keefe. John O'Keefe trying to gain the zone. One-timer. That one's off the good stick there by Zach Harris. Now battling there behind the net. As Harris now got the puck. He's going to bring that rink-wide pass to Phillips. And now he finds Ryan with a bit of open ice. Colby Ryan. Stop by Higgins. Oh my, as they're opening up the ice here, the Canadian Tires, as Colby Ryan with a good chance there, as you see two guys were on Phillips. He gets hit, but he made the play and almost took the lead for the Canadian Tires here, as shots are now 13-6 in favor of the Canadian Tires. Man, oh man, the Shanahan, he's getting pressured now. As Keith Ryan, they got to get the puck out, as this has been one of the best periods the Canadian Tires have played. I mean, definitely in the series has got to be the best period they've played, but maybe throughout the entire playoffs it seems like. And now plays it along the Clark, and now here comes Urschler now. Brady Urschler now gets through his, oh my, he gets knocked down, and now here comes Adam Phillips across to Hickey. Jackson Hickey, he's offside. Oh my, so just under a minute to go here in this first period, as tied at 2 here, but the Canadian Tires are really dominating here these last 10 minutes, as now Keith Ryan wins that face-off, and now here comes Urschler over the line, trying to move around Harris. Good defensive play, and now 30 seconds to go. Here comes Adam Phillips now, and Phillips now gains the zone. He gets hit, and now Hickey gets it now in the corner, right up front, scores! Jackson Hickey, glove side, and the Canadian Tires take the lead late in the first. What a backbreaker of a goal for the Newfoundland Boozers, as with, I mean, look at that, as gets it in the high slot, glove side with 5 seconds to go, as Jackson Hickey looking like they're going to take the lead here into this first intermission, as glove side, oh my. So as the Boozers, they have not played well these last 10 minutes. I wonder what the coach is going to have to say in the intermission. I mean, as they have been on their heels, and now Hickey now poked off his stick, and that's going to do it for the first period. As the second period is now underway, as how can the Boozers respond in this period? I mean, they've been getting dominated here the last 10 minutes of the first period. Back in comes Phillips now. He's got it around the net, right in front. Oh, what a save by Higgins. Oh my, that's a big save there. And now Ryan now's got it again. Lee now can't get it there. Good job by Keith Ryan. As now here comes Brady Urschler over the line. He's getting shadowed there. All over him is Phillips, and he steals it. What a play by Adam Phillips, as man, oh man, the Boozers have not had a shot now since past the 5-minute mark in the first period, as they have been getting just absolutely dominated here in game 2 so far, as the Boozers not playing well. Probably the worst game of the playoffs, possibly. I mean, game 1 against the Pacers, I mean, they lost, but they outshot them, as now back in the zone now is Zach Harris. He got in his own zone, finds Phillips, as nice little play up to Ryan. He trying to get through, but just poked off his stick, and now here comes Nathan Shanahan in his own zone, as winds back up, as he's getting pressured there, as look at the forecheck by the Canadian Tires, but good job by Shanahan to get that puck back, and now Shanahan now feeds it up to Urschler. Brady Urschler now, he's getting pressured, he gets knocked down, 2-on-1, O'Keefe, stop by Kavanaugh, their first odd man rush as in a while, as they finally get a shot on Kavanaugh, and he saves it, as that could have been a chance to tie the game there, as oh my, as they finally open up the ice. Face off one there, gets it back, Clark looking, shooting, stopped by Kavanaugh. It was a tough save, as oh my, as they finally got a bit of legs here, as now Ryan feeds that across to Hickey. He's got it. Finds Phillips trying to get this puck out, and he will. Here comes Adam Phillips up the wing. He dumps that puck in. As now Ryan after the puck. As they feed it there to Urschler. As nice little breakout play. And now here comes O'Keefe. Maybe with a chance here. As he got Clark breaking. As can't find him in front. Good defensive play again. Here comes Adam Phillips on the counter. Phillips now poked off his stick. As now, oh my, can't feed it to Hickey. And now feeds it as it gets it back. Shot there, glove save. And he plays it. As oh my, as now back comes O'Keefe. John O'Keefe now finds Urshler now, he's turned as he goes in, right in front. That one was blocked there as the defense of the Canadian Tars playing well so far. As now Phillips now poked off his stick, and now back in comes Harris. Zach Harris as rink wide pass there, and now Lee back. Harris drive, blockered away, and now they get it back. As now backhander trying to get a deflection there, can't get it there, and once again the Canadian Tars have some offense here, but good defensive play. As now Urshler now, but he loses that puck to Ryan as 10 minutes gone here in the second period, still 3-2, as not much offense for both teams so far. And is knocked down there. Colby Ryan, he turns back to Lee. Lee now finds some open ice. He gains his own. Lee now tries to feed it in front. Oh my, just out of reach there. As for I don't know if that was Harris in front, I think, as obviously Phillips came back to cover him, and now he's got the puck. Here comes Adam Phillips up the wing, finds Ryan, but he, oh my, trying to get it there, but can't quite. And now here comes Keith Ryan the other way, as now trying to get through, as now puck is free, and now Keith finds it. What a big hit in the corner, as Lee now, turnover, shot, stopped by Kavanagh. Oh my goodness gracious, that was a close one there, as Kavanagh had to come up big there, and a bad turnover by Nicholas Lee, as not much mistakes been made for the Canadian Tires here, but that was one and almost cost them. As now face off, now 7:03 to go in the second, as Koenig is now face off, is looking for the puck there, and Nicholas Lee has got it over, and now here comes Zach Harris trying to gain the zone, just that one's offside. And so face off now, as just outside the Boozers zone. So 6:33 to go, not much offense for both teams, like I said, so far. As now face off, that one's won there as Keith Ryan, but that's won too cleanly, and Clark has to go back and get it, and now Ryan is all over him, but good job there, as now to get that puck out, maybe a chance here. Urshler trying to shoot that, good poke check by Zach Harris, back to the point now, Ryan shooting, what a blocker save by Kavanagh, and that's at a play. That's a tough save to make. Oh my, look at this shot by Ryan. He has a wicked wrister, but not enough to beat Kavanagh. Look at that. We'll take one more look at that one, as maybe another one there. Look at that, blockered and out of play as for Kavanagh there. And so we got a face off here in the Canadian Tars zone, as the Boozers here are trying to gain some offense. Face off. That one's won there by Colby Ryan, is now trying to keep this puck in, but good job there by the Canadian Tires to get this puck out. As now here comes Hickey, finds Phillips with a bit of open ice, but poked away with the defense of the Boozers here, trying to adjust here to be a little bit better in their own zone, as so far in the second period they are. And now Hickey now, nice play there, as now they'll get it out. Here comes O'Keefe, finds Ryan, but oh my, a player on him, and now Harris now has got it in the zone. He loses that one, as bit of back and forth, as losing the puck here. As now here comes Clark now, he'll dump that puck into the deep in the zone, but Lee there as good breakout pass, and Colby Ryan will get it out. And so he'll dump that in now for the Canadian Tars. He's after the puck now. Ryan gets it back to the point now. And now Harris across. Back to Harris. Oh my. As the Hickey gets it again. Lee. One-timer. Missed the net. Up in the air. Look out. Oh my goodness. That almost took a funny bounce in front as the Boozers will get it out. Oh my, Harris almost scored a fluky goal there. Is now poked off the stick. Harris playing great defense so far here in this game too, as he has played really well this season, as now the finalist for the Defenseman of the Year. We'll see if he wins it at the end of the year. Here comes O'Keefe, 3 seconds. We need a final shot, blockered away, and that's gonna do it. As the start this third period, the same scores we started the second is 3-2, as who's going to break through next, if anybody. A shot there, glove save, as the Canadian Tars played well in the first period. Let's see if they can do it again here in the third. As obviously, but the Boozers, they were down 3-1 in game one. Shot there. As can they come back again and steal this one? Here comes Hickey. As good job there by O'Keefe to steal that one. And back comes Urschler. Brady Urschler gets knocked down. Obviously, Canadian Tars know they need this, pretty much need this win. As now Hickey now feeds it over. Ryan's got it. Poked off the stick there by Brandon Clark, and now up comes Ryan. Oh my, the broken stick on the ice fooled up Keith Ryan's rush. Back comes Phillips with Colby Ryan. He shoots. Stopped there by Higgins, and he'll cover up. As oh my, has Ryan, or Keith Ryan, not too happy about that broken stick on the ice, as he went over and told the ref, as obviously it pretty much ruined his rush. That could have been a chance there. The hits are the exact same. Both teams throwing the body here in this series. As now one there. Harris now shooting. Oh my. As he can't get that on net. And now gets it back again. Lee finds Hickey. Now they got it in front. Phillips is oh my. That's how they scored the first goal. Could not get as the defense read that play there. As now Urschler now finds Shanahan. As now he feeds it over to Ryan. Keith Ryan over the line. He trying to get through, but he can't do it. As now Hickey now finds Harris. Here comes Zach Harris over the line. Harris in the zone. Nice move. He scores! Zach Harris. What a play! And he's second of the night. And they have a 4-2 lead. Look at that move there, as nice little stutter step on Shanahan, and he uses his body to his advantage and snipes one on Higgins. And the Boozers now down by 2 as the Canadian Tires poised to try and tie this series up. Oh my, as they have been playing well so far. 4-2. Just under 5 minutes gone in this third period, as they finally get a goal here, as the first goal since the first period. And now Shanahan now as they need to respond quickly if they are going to want to come back. And now down low Urschler as can't get a shot, as now Lee as they lose it to Lee. Here comes Nicholas Lee up the wing. He's got it now. Toe drag waiting, but he waited too long as they strip him off the puck. Urschler, he's getting pressured. He has to turn back and pass it to Shanahan. He gets knocked down. Ryan across, shot there from Hickey there as they get it back again. Now shot blocked, maybe a break. John O'Keefe on the breakaway in, stopped by Kavanaugh. Backhander Kavanaugh, huge save on the breakaway. Oh my, to keep this a 2-goal lead for the Canadian Tires. Jamie Kavanaugh's going to have to be big here if they're going to want to hold on to this one heading back home. As now face-off now. That one's won there. Big face-off win by Colby Ryan in the defensive zone. As now Ryan now has got it poked off his stick. Now Keith Ryan now knocks him down. Right in! Scores! Keith Ryan! What an individual effort there. Knocks Harris off the puck. And the Boozers are back within 1. They are still in this one. As even though they are... The Canadian Tires have pretty much been the better team tonight. The Boozers are not going away. I mean, they're only down by 1 here, as with 11:53 to go, as they can still try and find this tying goal, and the fans are back into it now. O'Keefe now, right in front. Oh, big chance and a bigger save. Wow, that's a huge save by Kavanaugh. Now back in. Now we're trying to feed it back door, but Higgins there read that play, and he'll cover that puck up. As Hickey tried to go back door there, but picked off by the goaltender. As oh my, and so it is now a 4-3 game with 10.5 to go in the third period. As how is this going to end? As now, oh my, as that one's turned over. Now battling in the corner now. As trying to get it back, finds it over to Phillips. Harris now, one time scores! Nicholas Nicholas Lee! What a big goal for the Canadian Tires, and they are back up front by 2. Oh my, that's a monumental goal for the Canadian Tires, as the Boozers just got a bit of momentum, and Nicholas Lee with a bullet from the point puts the glove side and puts that bit of momentum kind of to bed there. Huge goal for the Canadian Tires, as kind of a deflating one if you're the Boozers. Oh my, 5-3 now for the Canadian Tires, as just under 10 to go here in the third period, as now Shanahan's got off the face-off. 5-3 is the score, as now the Boozers are going to need to work even harder to try and tie this one up. As now Ryan now steals and shoots, blockered away, as now they got it down low, but can't get that one. And now here comes Adam Phillips up the wing. Phillips now finds, oh my, as he lets that go to Lee, is now down low to Phillips. Back, Harris finds a one-timer again, as that one was by Ryan. Good. No, another backhander stopped by Higgins. And if you're Blair Higgins, you can't let another goal in, as now O'Keefe now stolen there, as now finds Phillips now trying to get around Shanahan, can't do it, as now Ryan now's got it. Here comes Keith Ryan over the wing, as can't get that one. And now, oh my, turned over. And now Urshler now finds Shanahan. He gets knocked down, but finds it to Ryan. Poked off the puck by Lee, as oh my, as big hits flying everywhere. As now Hickey now turns back, finds Lee, back, Phillips shoots, scores! Adam Phillips from distance, and that might be the dagger for game 2. Oh my, is a bad goal for Blair Higgins to give up there. As look at that, Phillips just steals it and he just throws it on net, and it finds the back of the net, as Blair Higgins, as I don't know if he's seen that one, as we'll see the replay. As I mean, yeah, that's a goal he can't give up. I mean, is there a chance we see Josh Furlong in game 3? I don't know. As obviously the Boozers down by 3 now, as it was looking pretty bleak now to come back, as now Phillips now is looking like the Canadian Tires are going to tie this series up heading back home, as they're going to pull the goaltender down by 3, as now Hickey steals though, and now Jackson Hickey, they're without a stick now, as oh my, hit off the puck. There is the puck out, as the puck stays in, down low. Ryan gets it back, as now finds Shanahan. Oh, nice little stick check there, a stick lift, and that puck gets out, as Clark couldn't hold the line, as now oh my, as they're getting pressured there, and here comes Corey Perry. Perry now in the zone, around the net, right in front, Urshler, oh my, can't get it there, as now finds Hickey now, as they got to retreat. Jackson Hickey has an empty net, scores! And that's going to put if there was any doubt before, there's no doubt now. The Canadian Tires come in to the liquor store and get what they pretty much needed, was a split on the road. And they're going to get it here with a big Game 2 victory after dropping Game 1 in overtime, as they come out and they did what they needed to do to tie this series up in a 7-3 game for the Canadian Tires here as the 8th seed. I mean, they're still kicking here. As I mean, this run has been great so far for the Canadian Tires, and they will head home now as with a split, and they have taken home ice advantage away from the Boozers here. Wow, so if they can win their 2 games at home, the series is over obviously. So we'll see as how the Canadian Tires can play at home. Let's see how the Boozers can respond as to this loss. Has now got it there, one-timer stop there, as 1:20 to go, as now Shanahan shot, as that one goes over the net, as we'll see now obviously as 1 minute to go. It's been a great game for the Canadian Tires here. Now Shanahan scores as he gets one late, obviously not going to do anything to the score, but I mean, maybe you take a bit of momentum, I don't know, into Game 3. We'll see what happens, but Nathan Shanahan gets one late, as no real celebration, as a nice shot there on Jamie Kavanaugh, and it's 7-4 now, as obviously a wonder now if you'll see a goaltending change for the Boozers heading into Game 3. on the road. As we'll see what happens with the next game, Game 2. We'll see if the Flint Lockwood can follow suit to what the Canadian Tires did. As obviously that one's a shot there, that one's blocked. Obviously, as now, oh my, look out in front, poked away. As yeah, we'll see now if the Flint Lockwood can follow suit and try and tie their series against the Buckmaster Blasters. As they got dominating Game 1, but they only lost by 2. As now Urschler can't get around them, and now Harris now feeds it up. Here comes Hickey. As 20 seconds remaining, he'll dump that puck in deep. As now Phillips now after the puck, is now 15 seconds to go. As he gets knocked down, as Phillips still after the puck. So we get one more face-off probably here, as before the end of this one. As a great effort all around for the Canadian Tires, as to tie this series up, as they will now head back to Canadian Tire Arena with a split, and that arena is going to be rocking, as there is one more face-off here. Oh my, as now we get another one there. So their arena is going to be rocking here for games 3 and 4, as we are guaranteed at least a game 4, as the Canadian Tires take game 2 by a final score of 7-4, and will head home with the series tied at 1. So as obviously we'll see what kind of momentum they're going to take back home here. So guys, I will see you all in game 2 of the Blasters and Flint Lockwood series.